Welcome back, friends, for another math lesson, and congratulations. Today it's the beginning of Unit 9, and Unit 9 is all on shapes. And so again, another unit that may be a good review from kindergarten as we begin, but as we end the unit, hopefully will become a little more challenging. And so let's review and remember a little bit what we remember from kindergarten. So if I show you this shape, what shape would you say that was? A circle, correct? How about this shape? A square? Okay, how about one like this? A rectangle. How about this shape? Most coins. Most coins are a circle, right? Whoops. How about this shape? It's one that's hard to stand up on its bottom, right? A heart shape, right? So lots of shapes we can find in nature and just around the house, which is why this lesson is especially good for us while we're at home. And so this unit, we are going to be working on shapes. And so I included in this lesson at the end some printables for you to have that you can work on at home after this lesson as you review your shapes. So the first printable that we have is the one that we do at the beginning of every unit that we have. Do you remember we have a foldable? And it creates something that we fold and we cut. And this one is a little foldable book called My Shapes. And so you don't have to print it in color. You can do it in black and white as well. But when you put your book together, when you're all finished, there's a part along the bottom that you need to cut off, and you're going to color in the shapes and match them where they belong in the book. And it's okay as you go through the book, you can put in the parts that you do know, but there are parts of this book that you may not yet know, and that's okay to leave it blank. And as we go through the unit, you'll learn more words and what the meanings of other words are, and then you can finish filling in the book, all right? But a good review from kindergarten to see what you remember about shapes. So that's the first thing that you would print that belongs with this unit. And the second thing that we have at the beginning of every unit are our vocabulary cards. And remember, again, I did not print these in color, but you can print them in black and white just as well. And you want to cut your vocabulary cards out. And remember, you can put them in ABC order. And remember, we put them in our toolkit that was in our classroom. So when you're finished cutting your vocabulary cards apart, put them in ABC order and then put them in your toolkit that you have at home. All right, because we're going to need those as we go through. And one of the other things that are in at the end of this lesson that are attached are two more worksheets. And one is an Am I Ready worksheet. Are you ready for this unit on shapes? One is kind of a review, really easy cheesy from kindergarten that I printed. What do you remember about shapes? And the other is a pretest. Again, am I ready? What do I already know about shapes? And just like we do at the beginning of every new unit, we take those kind of pre-assessments to see, are we ready for this unit? And what do we already know? What do we know we have to know? What are things we already do know? Great ways to get ready for this unit. So I'll sign off and let you get ready to work on the activities that you have at the end of this unit. But here's your homework for next time, because there is no homework page attached with our Am I Ready part of this unit. But your homework for tonight is to look around the house as you go today, maybe during your free time, and see what kind of things you can find that have a shape. So like I showed you, this was just a magnet that's stuck on my refrigerator, but it's a circle and I used it. This box was something that a family member gave me a beautiful piece of jewelry in. Do you see it? And inside the jewelry is a heart shape, right? So there's a heart shape inside of a square shape. And here's one that I found that I kept to the end. If you notice, it was a handmade dreidel that someone made me at Hanukkah last year. And do you notice the shapes that are on this dreidel? I noticed that there is a square shape right here at the top, with a triangle shape at the bottom, and a little circle shape right there in the middle of the square. So this one has a lot of shapes already just in one item. So see if you can find things like that around your house as part of your homework tonight. And if it's something that you can put inside of your toolkit and keep there for safekeeping, do that. Put it in there, because we'd like to look back at that and have it ready for us on one of our next lessons in this unit. So until then, I'll let you get back to doing your work, creating your shape book and doing your vocabulary cards. And I'll see you next time for another math lesson. Stay well.